ഈ ക്ലാസ്സുകളിലൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ കാണുന്നത് പാർട്ണർഷിപ്പിൻ്റെ ചില സ്പെഷ്യൽ ആസ്പെക്റ്റുകളാണ്. അതിനകത്തെ ഒന്നാണ് പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ഗ്യാരണ്ടി കൊടുക്കുക. പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ഗ്യാരണ്ടി കൊടുക്കുക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു പാർട്ണർക്ക് മറ്റുള്ളവർ പറയും പ്രോഫിറ്റ് നമ്മൾ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്രയും കിട്ടിയില്ല എന്നിരിക്കും, പ്രോഫിറ്റ് താഴെ വരികയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ we will adjust from our profit. So you will get this minimum amount. Usually we will give guarantee of minimum profit just to attract or retain good partners. ചിലർക്ക് പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ഇല്ല, അട്രാക്റ്റീവ് അല്ല, ബിസിനസ് റിസ്ക് ഉണ്ടെന്നൊക്കെ തോന്നുമ്പോൾ അവർ പറയും പാർട്ണർഷിപ്പ് നിർത്തി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വിട്ടുപോകാമെന്നൊക്കെ പറയും. അപ്പോൾ അവർ അങ്ങനെ പോകാതെ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചിലർ എക്സ്ട്രാ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യും. അപ്പം അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള കേസിലാണ് നമ്മൾ ഗ്യാരണ്ടി കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. ഇതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ലോജിക്ക്. സോ ദ പാർട്ണേഴ്സ് വിൽ സേ ഓക്കെ, they make an agreement. Okay, you will get so much, no matter what the profit is. If profit comes down, we will sacrifice it, or we will pay from our share. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ലോസ് അപ്രോപ്രിയേഷൻ അക്കൗണ്ട് എങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുന്നത് നോക്കാം. ജസ്റ്റ് സീ ദ ഇല്ലസ്ട്രേഷൻ. So in this case, the shortage will be adjusted by other partners. ഇതാണ് അതിനകത്തെ കേസ്. വലിയ കാര്യമൊന്നുമില്ല, വളരെ സിമ്പിളാണ്. Okay, see the illustration. Profit sharing ratio is 3:3, 3:2. A, B and C, they agree to share profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. And C is given an assurance that your profit will not go below 12. If it is below 12, we will give you. So your 2/8 share ഓർത്തോണം, 3:3:2. അപ്പോൾ ഞാനത് നോട്ടോട് എഴുതാം. Three is to 3:2 is rupees 12,000. So that 2 share, 2 out of 8. Two by 8 share guaranteed to be 12,000. ഇവിടെയുള്ള പ്രശ്നം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് മിനിമം 2/8 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് 1/4 ആണ്. 4 മിനിമം 48,000 ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രം ഇയാൾക്ക് 12 കിട്ടത്തുള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ, ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് നോക്കി ക്വസ്റ്റിനകത്ത് ഇറ്റ്സ് ഓൺലി 42,000. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ നോർമൽ ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 42,000 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 42 divided into 2/8. 2/8 എത്ര വരുമെന്ന് അറിയാമോ? Is coming to 10,500. So it is 10,500. That means we have to give extra 1,500 to make it 12. So I hope it is clear. So okay, this is short of 12,000. We have to give him 12,000. 1,500. This is shared by A and B. shared means okay, now we will see the, so you need to keep an eye on this working notes. Okay, A's share of profit is how much? Okay, 3 is to 3 is to 2, and the amount is 42,000, right? So A's share, you can see it is 15,750. How is it coming? 42,000, what is the amount? 42,000 into 3 by 8. 15,750. A is getting 15,750. So we will write this in the inner column. 15,750 for A, 15,750 for B. So this is the first step. And 10,500 for C. And then what we will do? So C has to get 12,000. We have to pay him 12,000 no matter what. Because if the profit is less, this will be adjusted. So A and B will adjust 1,500. Okay. So this money will be shared by A and B equally, because the profit sharing is 3 is to 3 is to 2. Okay. So A and B are equal. Okay. Once again, 3 is to 3 is to 2. That means, so this will go to A and B in the ratio 3 is to 3. 1,500, 1,500 equally shared. So A will lose 750, B will lose 750, and that will be given to C. And that is the final distribution of profit. Okay, 3 by 8, 3 by 8, 2 by 8. Anyway, that is the ratio that you know. Okay. I hope this is okay. Yeah. Right, okay. So there is another shortcut for doing this. Okay, out of this total 42,000, there is another way to do it. 42,000. Okay, anyway, C is getting 10,500. We have to give him 12,000. Okay, so what is left for A and B? 30,000, right? So this 30 divided by 2. A and B will sacrifice 15, 15. No need of this deduction. We can directly do this. How we will do it, I will show it again. Total profit available for 3 people, 42,000. Minus 12,000 we give it to C. Okay, direct. Then what is left is 30,000. 30,000. Ratio is 3 is to 3. Divide 3 is to 3 ratio means 1 is to 1 is equals 15,000 and 15,000. That's all. So that's what I'm saying here. If you think, if you feel this is a bit confusing, you can do it this way. Okay. Entries of deduction subtraction. You can directly do. C is 12,000, we pay him first. Okay. That is this 12,000 given to C. and divide the balance amount is 30,000. Okay. Peacefully sit and read this. Okay. So that's all. We will go to the next illustration. Share in profits and losses in the ratio, which C is having minimum guarantee of 8,000. Illustration 7. Ratio is 3 is to 2 is 3 to 1. 3 is to 2 is to 1. Minimum guarantee of 8,000 for what? 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. 1/6 share. $8,000. 1/6, 6. 1/6 share. Okay. So if it is more than 8,000, that means 8,000. You have to give 1/6 share into 6. Minimum 48,000 profit should be there to give him 8,000. If it is 48 or above, he will get. So profit. Now what is the profit here? We got only 42,000. Okay. Now in this question, I'm doing it directly. Okay. Okay, that's a mistake here. Let's see afterwards. This is a problem. This is a mistake. Okay. But I will see afterwards. Okay. So what we can do is now, when we do direct, 1/6 share profit, actual profit is, actually we wanted 48,000, but we got only 42,000. Okay. Now share is, you don't have to do like this. Share B, share C. In this case, A 42 into 3/6. B is 42 into 2/6. C is what? 42 into 1/6. So divided by 6, you could C is getting 7,000. B is getting 7,000 into 2. Okay. This is normal. Okay. 7,000 into 3. Okay. 21, 14, 7. 21 plus 14 plus 7. This is how they are sharing. This is how they can share it normally. So this man should be given, what is the guaranteed amount? Is 8,000. Okay, he should get how much? So he should get 1,000 from A and B. So he will get his 8,000. Anyway, this is what we are going to do. And A and B, A will lose something, B will lose something, and A's loss and B's loss will be, actually, okay, we are not doing this lose. Okay, we will do directly. 48,000 minus. Okay, now we are doing it directly. Okay. C's share 8,000. For A and B. After C's share no need. Okay. 42 minus equals minus 42,000 minus answer minus 34,000. This will be shared by A and B in the ratio 3:2. This is the ratio. Okay. Direct you get the answer. Okay. 3:2. That means A's new share. Okay, then we can just look at these numbers and we can directly write the answers. A equals 34,000 divided by 5, 6,800 into 3 equals 20,400. 400. B is 6,800 into same 6,800 into 2, 13,600. Now look at this. A in place of 21,000, now he is getting 20,400, and he lost how much? Lost 600. Means he gave 600. Better not to say lost. Gave 600. What about this man? Where he was supposed to get 14,000. Now he is getting 13,600. He was supposed to get 14,000. Yes, that, yeah. Just see here 400. So together 600 plus 400 equals 1,000 given to C. Okay. Okay, this is clear. Now, just looking at these working notes, we can directly go to the answer. Now go to this. Now you can see A, 22,000 is the total. This is the starting point. Then next step is C's capital is 8,000. You know how we arrive at 8,000. Once you do that, next thing is 21,000 minus 600, 20,400. If you want to show it in the inner column, you can show this. Or in the working notes, you can show this is not 500, this is 600. Sorry. And this is not 500, this was my mistake. 400. So 13,000. This is 20,000. 400. I don't know why I wrote this. Okay. Okay, it is equally shared. Okay, that is a different case. This is the final distribution. Okay. That's it. So B is getting 13,600. Now sharing loss is shared in the ratio 3:2. Okay. Look at this. 3 200s. and 2 200s. Total 5 200 is 1000. Okay, 3 200s are 600 and 2 200s are 400. Total 5 200s is 1000 given to 1000. Okay, now go to the next one. Next illustration number 8. Our partners, illustration 8. Illustration 8. Sharing profits and losses. 2:1:1. 2, this is important. 1:1. Okay. You need to keep all these things in your mind, just reading the question, because I'm doing this just to help explaining this. Otherwise, you can directly read the question and start working out the sum. 2:1:1. And capitals are 40, 30, 20. C is given 10,000. Okay, very simple. 10,000 is the profit share after interest on capitals. Okay, guaranteed. Deficiency will be shared by them equally. This is the trouble. Okay, now we are going to share the deficiency equally. Profit is 38,400. These are the crucial information. That's all. We can, without even going into the workings, we can directly go to the answer. Okay, 38,400. Now the trouble is we have all these answers here. So you will be tempted to look at the answers. 38,400. Okay, I'll erase this first. Okay. Now, step 1. Okay. Step 1, profit and loss. We start from here, 38,400. Then next thing is pay the interest on capital. It is given there. Interest on capital 6% of what? It is given there. So this is the trouble of having the answers ready. 30,000 6%. What is the profit? Our capital 40, 30, 20 into 6% into 6 by 100. 0.06 easy. One more time. Into 6 divided by 2,400. That is the answer. A is this thing. B is 30 and C is 20. A is 2,400. No need to calculate again and again. You know that. 2,400, 1,000. That is 30,000 into 6%. This is 20,000 into 6%. Okay, interest on capital is given. So total 38,400 minus 2,400 minus 1,800 minus 1,200. After interest on capital, you have 33,000. Okay. Write the working notes. Illustration 8. Okay. Profit was how much? Profit was 38,400, I think. 38,400. Interest on capital. Interest on capital equals 2400 plus 1800 plus 1800 plus 1200 plus 12, so 2400. 5400 is already now distributed. So balance available is 38,400 minus 5,400 equals 33,000. Okay, I hope this is clear so far. Now we will distribute this 33,000 in the inner column. First we will do it in the inner column, then we will adjust because they are sharing equally. Okay, don't be tempted to look at this. We write these numbers first. Like this, like this. How we get it? 33,000 we distribute in the ratio of 3:2:1, I think. What is the ratio? 2:1:1. Okay. You know what is this 33,000? 38,400 minus 5,400 divided by 2:1:1. 2 plus 1 plus 1. So 4 divided by 4. 8,250, 8,250, and then it's double. A gets 8,250, B gets 8,250, C gets 16,500. Okay, 2:1:1. Now this man has to get extra money so that he will get his share of 10,000. He has to get. I will just bring this also. Yes. Okay, C has to get 10,000. That means A and B should contribute together. They contribute 1,750. Okay, that means so he has to get plus 1,750 makes 10,000. That is C. C is settled. Now B. B's share is 8,250 divided minus half of 1,750. Oh, half of 1,750 is how much? Okay, cancel everything. Cancel everything first. 1,750 divided by 2. Each one will sacrifice 875. Okay. Okay, now 8,250 minus 8250 17. Here is that. Sorry, 875 minus 875 equals 7375. Okay, that is A's sacrifice. B is also losing the same way. B is also losing 875 for C because they are losing equally. It's not in the profit sharing ratio. 875, 875, and they are getting 15,625. This one. Okay, so that's it. That is the final distribution, and you have distributed total 38,400. So that's the end of it. And now we go to illustration 9. A, B, and C are partners sharing profits and losses 2:1:1. Okay. Nine. Okay. ratio is 2:1. You need to keep all these things in your mind, okay? Capitals of 40-30, same thing, same story. 40-30-20. C's minimum interest on capital guaranteed to be not less than 10,000. Agree that the profit falls below. Deficiency would be shared by them in the ratio 3. This is the only difference, okay, from the previous question. It is all same with a very, very, very small change. Okay, that loss will be shared by them in the ratio 3:2. It is the same question, same answer. So up to the inner column, we won't, because I kept all the numbers the same, just to help you focus on the main thing. Okay, interest on capital, this is same previous question, 5,400. Okay, 6. Profit is same, this thing, because I just want to highlight one thing, this part, only this one I want to highlight. This is the only difference, okay? Why we do like this? Because you can focus on the key issue. Now, so we have 38,005, same like previous question, okay? 38,400, sorry, 38,400 minus 5,400, sorry, 38,400 minus 5,400, you have the same 33,000, and we are sharing it in the ratio, old ratio, that is, remember, 2:1:1. Okay, divided by 4, you get 8,250. Okay, we finished up to here. 8,000, same like the previous one. 8,250, 8,250, and 16,500. It is same, no change. This is also same. 1,750 must come from A and B. But only difference is this 1,750 is shared in the ratio. Before it was equal. It was 875, 875. But in this case, shared by them in the ratio 3:2. What is the profit sharing ratio? It has nothing to do with the profit sharing ratio or anything. Loss is shared in the ratio 3:2. It's okay. So loss is how much? Loss is 1,750. That, okay, 8,250 plus 1,750 makes 10,000. Okay, so 1,750 is the amount that is given by A and B in the ratio 3:2. That means 3 plus 2, 5, divided by 5 equals 350 into 2. 350 into 2 is B's sacrifice. Okay, 350 into 2, you got this. This man is losing 700. Okay, B is giving 700. Okay, and A is giving 350 into 3, 1,050. It's not a big thing. It is the same thing, same question. I made only very slight change. So 16,000 minus 1,050, you get 15,450. 8,250 minus 700, you get 7,550. Total again 38,400. You compare this question. Okay. Okay. Consider this question with the previous. See the focus on the difference. Okay, we'll go to illustration 10 and finish. value. Okay, we will do this illustration and finish. Okay, go to the next illustration 10. A and B partner sharing profits and losses again. No change. This is a very good question. 40,000, 30,000, 20,000. Because I kept the question same. I make one minor change. A has guaranteed that he will bear the deficiency. Okay. He doesn't want B to share. Entire deficiency will be shared by, will be personally guaranteed by A. That's all. Okay, everything. Same question. So that's why I'm moving a little fast. So you should not have any problem. 38,400 same. 2,400, 1,800, 1,200 same. Because I wanted to highlight this point. Okay. Now, we write in the inner column same. This minus 16,500, 8,250. Okay, I write in the inner column 8,250. Okay. And 8,250. A, B, C. We just split this amount and write in the inner column. Then we go to the next step. Same. Profit share to C. 1,750 extra will come from A. So C gets his 10,000. Okay. This is the sequence you have to follow, exact sequence. Okay. Now this money will go from A only. This man will sacrifice nothing. That's why I wrote this in the outer column. His loss is nothing for C. So he gets the entire 8,250. He is not losing anything. And this loss, okay. See the previous two questions. The first case, they were sharing 3:2. Equally. That means they split that 8,250, 875, 875. Second question, that is illustration 9, it was 3:2. And now it is shared entirely by one partner. So the second partner is not affected. We can do all these things. It is anyway our business. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. See you in the next class.